Good afternoon. This is HorseRacingNation.com handicapper Jarrod Horak, and this is our video feature race of the week. This week's feature race is going to be the Santa Anita Derby, but let's look back and give some of our highlights from our recent videos and from our Horse Racing Nation plays. Our last two videos, we've had some good winners. We had the Exacta in the Tampa Bay Derby, and we had the Exacta in the Rebel Stakes. Now, the recent written plays last week on HorseRacingNation.com, my written play of the week, the Louisiana Derby, I had the winner, International Star, plus the Superfecta. And then if you went over to my HorseRacingNation.wordpress.com blog and you read my recent Derby contenders update, I did written analysis of the Florida Derby that day and had the winner, Materiality, plus the trifecta. So we've been on a nice roll on all these Derby preps, and let's hope that we can keep it going this week. Now this week, the video is going to be the Santa Anita Derby. My HorseRacingNation.com written play will be the Bluegrass Stakes. And then if you go over and read my HorseRacingNation.wordpress.com blog, we're going to do the Wood Memorial there as our written play. So we're going to cover all the Derby preps this week. And if you also go over to HorseRacingNation.wordpress.com to read my Derby blog, my top 5 contenders right now, Carpe Diem's #1, Dortmund's #2, International Star's #3, and we have American Pharaoh at #4 and El Kabir at #5. They've been my top 5 for quite some time, and 4 of those 5 contenders were in my original Derby list back last September, so it's nice to see that all these horses have stayed healthy on the Derby trail and they continue to do well and earn points. Well, then let's get to the video race of the week now. It's Santa Anita Race 8, the Grade 1 Santa Anita Derby, and they're going to be traveling 9 furlongs on the main track. Dortmund's going to break from the inside, and he's going to be your heavy favorite. He's 5 for 5 lifetime. He does have early pressing versatility, and this might be a good time to experiment. He has enough points to get to the Derby. Last time in the San Felipe, he went out there, controlled the pace, and he won easily. He's been in some real battles earlier this year against Firing Line, and then late last year as well against that same horse. Then that one came back and won the Sunland Derby nicely. Also, so Dortmund, with that versatility, he's in the Derby. It's time, I think, to experiment. Maybe let another horse go out to the lead and see if he can hang in there and run a good race from a little bit off the pace. Now his stablemate's going to break right next to him, One Lucky Dane. This one, he's a slower speed horse. In the 2 big wins that he's had, he's been able to really control and slow down the pace and then romp away. He actually beat today's rival, Prospect Park, by 9.5 lengths last year. That was last October. And then he came off the layoff and he romped again. In between that, he ran in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile. The pace was quicker. He couldn't keep up early. This time, I don't know that he can get to the front. He's got a lot of promise, but we'll have to see how he can do in here. Across the line will be the 3. His speed figures are improving, but he's much slower than the others. He's going the right way, but I think he's overmatched in here. Bolo is probably going to take some money under Mike Smith. He was 3rd in the San Felipe. That was his first start off of a long layoff. He's basically done all his damage on turf. He won the Eddie Logan Stakes last December at Santa Anita. And we'll have to see if he's still a dirt horse or a turf horse. They're going to give him one more shot here to make the Kentucky Derby. I still think he's probably better on turf, but we'll see if he can improve second off the layoff. Prospect Park is actually going to be my top choice in here. I'm going to try to beat Dortmund with him. Last time, that was a good effort. He ran a nice second to Dortmund. Wasn't a lot of pace. He rallied. He finished well. I think this extra distance is going to help his cause. And to show the difference between how much improvement he's shown and Bolo, back I said on December 27th, Bolo won the Eddie Logan Stakes. He earned a big speed figure. Now, December 27th, Prospect Park actually broke his maiden by a neck, and he earned a much slower speed figure than Bolo. But now fast forward to the San Felipe and to this race. Now Prospect Park is much faster. Actually, if you look at all of his speed figures in each race, he's earned a better number. So he continues to get better. That's exactly what you want to see. And I think that maybe there'll be enough pace help in here and he can get up at 1 1/8 this time. Bad Reed Sanchez on the outside is going to round out the field. This is his first start in more than 8 months, first start around 2 turns. He's going to be a pace factor, but I just can't see him hanging in there against this kind of competition. This is how we're going to play this race. We're going to make a $25 win wager on Prospect Park, and we're going to play a one-way exacta, $15 exacta Prospect Park over Dortmund. That's our $40 in wagers this week. You can follow Horse Racing Nation and Derby Wars on Twitter, like us on Facebook. If you, again, HorseRacingNation.wordpress.com, you can find my updated Kentucky Derby contenders list. And Derby Wars this week, we have a big $100,000 game. It's going to, obviously the Santa Anita Derby is going to be part of that. And we have a lot of other games on DerbyWars.com. This is a big Saturday. So if you go over to DerbyWars.com, you'll find a game that you'll like for sure. And that'll wrap up this week's video. We'll be back next week with the Arkansas Derby.